Hey y'all, from Spindle Mountain Mercantile. I am Heather. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hey y'all, I am sitting here on my newly clean front porch. I'm enjoying the breeze that's going through my hair. Birds are singing, my dogs are running around, and it's just so relaxing. But I need to tell you how I felt while I was editing the video this morning. It was a lot different. I kept thinking I can't post this video. You know why? Because I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed about how my porch looked to strangers. I was embarrassed about how I looked. I was embarrassed about how I sounded. I was embarrassed my butt's so big. I thought I need to edit out every time I turn around. And while I thought then I need to edit out all the times I turn sideways because I'm embarrassed of that too. And I realized my video was going to be a short. It would be about 2 or 3 minutes long if I did that. I thought, why am I doing this? And that kind of felt like a slap in the face because I remembered my why. The reason I started this channel was because my entire life I have been told that I am creative and crafty, and it made me feel like I'm an imposter because I'm not that creative or crafty. I just see something that other people are making and I start making it, and I make mistakes. I screw up. I have to start over. I do things completely wrong, and I keep working on it until I like it. And that's what I want other people to do. I have a fear of putting myself on videos, but I want my whys to be bigger than my why nots. I want to put videos out there so that other people could find the encouragement to get past their own fears. I'm not a psychologist. I don't know much about psychiatry or any of that, but I know my experience. And my experience is I didn't face my fear. Whatever it took to get past that fear, I did it. You know how I mostly did it? I pretended. And I didn't feel like an imposter when I was pretending, because here's a curious thing that happens when you're pretending to do something on your way to learning how to do it. After a while, you look back and you see that you kept trying. You did one thing and then you did another, and then you took a step and you took another step, and you realize you're no longer pretending to do the thing. You're doing the thing. So it's not phony. It's not being an imposter. It's just trying. I just want to encourage people, whatever your fear is, just ignore it. Ignore that fear and do the thing you want to do, because that thing will eventually bring you joy. It might not be perfect, but it will be perfecter than it was when you first started and didn't know what the heck you were doing. So that is why I'm making this video. A few things I want you to know about this video is that, first, it's not a video where I'm doing my normal upcycling or making new things for my porch. This was just a porch refresh so that I can be prepared to do that next step. I just cleaned my porch and made it comfortable so I can sit out here with my husband or my son or my dogs and just enjoy the day moving by. I will do a video where I do some upcycling of furniture and make some new things for my porch and make it a little bit more creative. Hopefully I'll get that done before half of the summer is gone so I can still enjoy it for half of the summer. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Here is what we started with. Actually, this is about 4 weeks ago, and since then I added even more to this mess. Ugh, egads. As I said, I'm embarrassed. But I'm dealing with it. There's a furniture piece out there I bought on Marketplace. Didn't even think about asking the people if they smoked, and I think they were pretty heavy smokers because I could not get the scent out of it. I thought leaving it on the porch all winter might help. It did, but now I like it. I probably will keep it, at least for a little while. I'm not going to do a lot of talking in this video. I'll slow down a few times and show you something and maybe explain things, but for the most part you're just gonna watch me pick things up, throw things away, and clean. I hope that inspires some of you to do some spring cleaning as well. She shoots, she scores! I forgot to take pictures of what was on the floor on the porch, but fortunately I carried my phone around not knowing I was filming. So you can see here, this is coconut husks I took out of an antique pram, like a little carriage, and I was going to save it for another project, but of course I forgot about it, and over the winter months it got ruined. So now it's going in the trash. I sped up this video about 15 times normal speed, so you can't see what's happening really, but my dogs are peeing everywhere. The boys are lifting their legs, and you know what? Tilly does the same thing. So we decided the best way to destroy that scent, because yes, they've been doing it all winter long, was to use Resolve Steam Cleaner Urine Destroyer. It has an enzyme in it that gets rid of that stink, we hope. I sprayed the porch. I used the hose to spray the porch down with water, and while the water was still sitting there, I just poured some of the Resolve all around it. It says a cup to a gallon. Well, I think we need more than a cup to a gallon. This has been there a while. I used my broom to mix it all up, and then I scrubbed it. I realized during that time that I needed to go sideways because it got more friction on the brush, and also going in a circle helped. For cleaning things like this, my sweet husband recommends using something that is biodegradable, like Dawn dish soap. But since the porch was just, you guys, it reeked. And since it was that stinky, I didn't care. I thought if I have to plant all new plants, so be it. I have to get rid of the smell because we need to enjoy this porch, and we need to not be reminded of how much we neglected it. I want you to all to know I am super embarrassed about this, but again, I hope that my embarrassment will bring somebody else some kind of strength to get past the same sort of mess that they might have at their own home. We had some messes we couldn't get cleaned up, like on the door there was some kick marks from boots, and SOS pads worked really well getting that off. One of the things that I want to show you is how I hang things on my brick wall outside and on my chimney in the house. I found these on Amazon, and I will leave a link for those. Anything you buy at Amazon by using my link to get there, I'll get a small compensation, but it won't raise your price at all. Since I'm not a bricklayer, I don't know how to properly describe these, but I'm going to try. They have a bouncy part on the top. There's two little wings, and that fits inside the mortar above one brick. Below that brick, there's like a clip. See that little hook thing on the bottom? That fits on top of the brick that's underneath that. I hope that makes sense. You might want a different kind for your type of brick. I have tried different kinds, and I like this one best. I have not had anything fall off of the wall with this, and I have with others. I found some at Lowe's. I'm not sure if that price was better than the ones I found on Amazon, and you can probably find them at other hardware stores as well. So to get the best price, you might want to look around.
This entire project took us about 7 hours, and for probably the first half, I was so discouraged. I wanted to quit so many times, but I kept plugging away. I feel like I need to explain how all of this happened. This winter, my son left to go back to his home in Oregon, and my surgery was December 11th. My sweet husband pitched in and took such great care of me. He did all the cooking and cleaning, and he was pretty wore out. You know, he hurt his back in Afghanistan, and now he has arthritis in his back. So he doesn't always do real great. We ended up leaving the door open for the dogs to let themselves in and out quite a bit, and it just kind of kept adding up, and we simply didn't realize it was happening. Most of you are probably totally okay with whatever happened for me to get to this position in the first place, and you probably don't even need an explanation, so I think I did that part more for me than I did for you. This is my son that you see helping so much. He came back from Oregon to help us. He is going to help us for a couple of months, and then he'll get a job here and stay on to help us more. I have some pretty awesome fellas in my world, ain't so? I wanted to show you why you keep seeing me digging through my dirt. It's because in a lot of those pots, I had rocks in the bottom, and I went to put the rocks in the bottom of the new pots because that allows for drainage, especially in the pots that don't have holes in the bottom. These are some dead plants I found in the dumpster at my mom's place. That's the same place where I found the Shark vacuum cleaner. If I cut off the tops of these, I might be able to get them to come back to life. That's what I did to the peace lily I found dead on the side of the road, and I will show you that shortly.
Well, that was fun. I got my bandana wet more than once. Oh my goodness. It's warm today. It's not even that warm. I bet it's 70 something. What do you think? Oh, it's been a good day. I feel good when I get stuff done. Oh, I want to show you my ceiling. Oh, there's my kid.
One thing I really love about our porch is the ceiling. When we took off the false ceiling, we found this underneath and decided to keep it as is. Later on, we will add a big old ceiling fan up there. But for now, it's just this wonderful rustic look, and I love it. You want to know what else I love? I love my porch. It is so much better than anticipated. I felt like it wouldn't be this good when we got done just with this first part, not even doing any of the upgrading or upcycling or making new projects. That's my favorite part right there. Oh, I love where I live. What do you guys think? Would you come and have tea with me or a breve on my front porch? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you have any suggestions for what I might do to add some more character later, let me know that too. I'm not sure if I can explain the depths of my gratitude for all of my viewers and subscribers. If it weren't for you guys, I would not have the courage to do this. And I'm not saying that lightly. It's not like some cliche you hear some YouTuber say to get more people. I'm serious. I did this because of y'all and because I feel like I have some hope. And there have been a lot of times where in the past few years I haven't felt that. So this has been really good for me. And I hope that I can return some of that to y'all. Thank you so much. I am grateful and I am blessed that each and every one of you are here. I hope until you see me next time, you have a wonderful week. And as always, I hope you are blessed. Bye.